Hey guys, Ryan Brownlee, head baseball coach at Western Illinois University. This is Figured Out Baseball. We're going to move on to now. This is our weighted bat warm-up routine. We usually do this on just an offensive day, or if we're going to hit first. You know, at Division I, we have to be very conscious of our guys' time. We only get a certain amount of time during the week to work with guys, so we need to be very efficient with what we're doing. So if we're going to go and hit first, I still want them to get loose. So even though we won't do a full dynamic warm-up because we're not running at that point, I still want them loose before they swing a bat. So this is what we actually have them go through. And so if we go in cold, they'll do some windmills with the bat. They'll do some rotations here just to get loose. They'll do some arm circles. And once we get through that, the first one we do, and I have a mirror here and I have a volleyball. This is an old school thing. My high school coach actually used to have us do that, and you thought, okay, this is crazy, but it did actually help with setup. He was a big Gary Ward guy. So Gary Ward was big on short levers, getting your knees and your elbows as close together as possible. So I think this is really good for guys not loading too much into their back leg. As you look at the upper level swing, that back knee really isn't going to break a whole lot. So this is a great way for guys to actually keep that back knee from breaking and staying strong here and keeping the center of gravity strong. I've used this with our college guys. I've used this with kids that I've trained, younger kids. It really helps set up. It really helps them get the feel of loading and reaching out, and the ball's going to fall out. So that's just a quick thing, easy thing, if you're looking for something to help a kid to keep from breaking his back knee. The first one we'll do, bats behind our elbows. We're working on counter rotation here with our shoulders and our back hip. They can go slow to start. Again, if we're going, that's fine to go slow just to get the feel of everything. Again, I think these are great feel drills of this moving and this hasn't moved yet. With throwing and hitting, that's where guys get their power from. Okay, they get their power from the counter rotation. You're hearing that a lot now. That term, coil, has been around for a while, okay? It's not new. The terminology might be new. It's not new. Okay, so this is the first one they'll do. And again, if you can see, my back foot's lifting off the ground. I'm not trying to force my back foot. It's lifting because of my back hip. All right, so we're going to get into this. I'm trying to get through it. And I also can see in the mirror, I can see if my head stops when my foot lands. Again, these are good coachable points. When my ball of foot lands, I want my head to stop. All right, that's where we get good rotation around stationary axis. It's called a swing for a reason. Your head is the pole once your foot stops, and then the body's swinging around the head. And it's called a swing for a reason because, again, when the ball of foot lands, my head's going to stop, and then my body's going to rotate around that. But we also want this to move before my shoulders move. Okay, after we do that, then we're going to go arms straight out. Again, this is to help feel counter rotation, help with load, and making sure we're staying long through the hitting zone with my top hand. Okay, I'm trying to stay on plane as long as I can with my top hand. Again, I like for guys to go slow first to really get the feel of what they're trying to do with their body and to get everything through. So we will have guys go slow, and then once they get it down and they get feel for it, then they can go fast. Okay, after that, these are more hand strength, strengthening exercises, wrist strengthening exercises. Again, for little kids, they can do this. This is going to help build their forearm and hand strength. This next series of drills, so arm out here, we're just going top of the bat to the top of the hat. And this helps with grip, especially for young kids. If we can try to get our knuckles lined up, as you get older, you may rotate a little bit, but we want to stay from too much rotation with the top hand because now I'm going to be in and out of the zone with my barrel. So especially for young guys, let's get our door knocking knuckles lined up, but we're going to go here. Okay, once we do that, these are about 10 to 15. Okay, just if you're wondering about reps, we're going 10 to 15 reps. Next one is straight over the head, and we're letting it fall. Again, this is for grip, hand strength, stretch. We get a good upper body stretch here when we're doing this. Okay, next one is internal, external rotation. We want a 3 count on this, so it's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, because again, you'll get guys that want to go real fast. Tell them to slow down. Okay, these are great drills to focus and get centered in the present moment, and it's not mindless activity. And then we will actually switch hands on this. So we'll switch grip, even though they may not switch hit. We will have them switch grip, and again, it's a 3 count, 1001, 1002, 1003. Again, they're doing 10 to 15. This is again Ryan Brownlee from Western Illinois University, and this is Figured Out Baseball.